what happened here. Yeah, the way I see it, and this is just me speculating, so don't take me verbatim. It looked like you could join to hang out and race with us when we do pickup races. I don't think anybody would have a problem with that. Oh, we've got some action. Tyrone Reed involved in that one.
Yeah, no, I like this putt here.
Oh, way too far.
Ooh, that's a good chip though. If you had it on line.
You kind of needed to go a little bit more to your left.
Yeah, no shit.
No shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but
Oh, he's got to go now. Saddle's ready. Mount up. Looking. And on the grass after the round.
oh, dude, I don't want one.
Give me one of them BBWs.
Dude, that sounds like a horror time, dude. This thing will sell for 2 cents on you guys. That's what you get, Tom.
I'm on the fairway, guys.
Fairway. Dumbass. Little more to your left.
That's upsetting. My line is good. Oh, fuck you. No. No.
That's what I like to see, dude.
No. Fuck you.
I love seeing it.
I know.
Sunshine.
Tilly's going to it.
Hey, turn around. That was so good.
That was awesome.
Tilly, why are you way over there?
Celebrate.
Welcome everyone to tonight's event for the Scarecrow 200 at Iowa Speedway here for the Gears Cup Series right here on Twitch.tv. Again, I am Tom Torrey, aka the Horseboat. Got about 3 minutes left. We'll have more on the schedule, the points, and other mischievous happenings around Iowa. Get ready right here.
tonight. Bitch, pop that ass, come to green. Bitch, pop that ass, come to green. Bitch, pop that ass, come to green. Down to 12 packs, man, so obscene. Feeling good in my zone, I'm top of the pack. I still got 2 big balls in my big nut sack. Feel my bumper like I'm bumper, set you to the back. Just like your mama, cause she loves it in the crack.
All right, bringing it into a little bit more appropriate, I think, for this evening. Again, glad you're along with us here for the pre-race show. Again, I'm Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat, and this is the Scarecrow 200 at Iowa Speedway, where dreams go to die and sheet metal goes to therapy. Now, we are knee-deep into the Gears Cup Series, folks, in the season. This is race 18 of 25, and we are now 3 races away from the playoffs. That's right, Daytona looms August 11th, like a drunk ex texting you up at 2 a.m. You better answer, because if you ain't locked in by then, you're not getting flowers, you're getting flatline. Now, welcome to Iowa Speedway, the track that somehow feels like a short track, a super speedway, and a fever dream all wrapped into one. These corners are tighter than the jeans after Cracker Barrel, and these bumps, oh baby, they'll shake your feelings loose and make your crew chief question every reason why you led to this moment. It also, the corners come here quicker than a Twix from someone who just wants closure. Now, the field is stacked, the vibes are tense, and the cars, they're about to get freakier than P. Diddy at a yacht party with a bottle of baby oil and 0 accountability. This is like if NASCAR held a therapy session in a thunderstorm with the lights off. We've got desperation, we've got playoff panic, and we've got 30-plus drivers here tonight trying to get that first win, repeat win, locking it into the playoffs. Again, I'm buzzing harder than a jackhammer in a Waffle House parking lot. I've got race notes, hot takes, and 0 fear of getting canceled mid-stage break. So whether you're cracked down on Monster Energy or just here for the carnage, sit back, unbuckle your expectations, and maybe go ahead and call your mom now, just in case. Again, this is the Gears Cup Series. This is Iowa Speedway, and this is the Scarecrow 200 right here on Twitch.tv. But enough about me, enough looking at my face. Let's take a look at the schedule and what we're about to experience here tonight. Again, looking at the Cup Series schedule, getting closer to playoff time again. 3 races away, including tonight. You have Iowa, and then next week the Horse Boat 250 at Talladega, and then the last chance to dance in the regular season, August 4th at Homestead, Miami. As we're looking now into the points. The points everybody wants to know. Again, courtesy of Ryan Robertson over at HB Media, putting this together. Love Ryan again tonight. This monologue sucked tonight. I'm sorry. I skipped over it. I sucked, but you know what? We're there. Colby Hogan still your leader in that points hunt. About 67 points back. You got Gary Owen, Min Hang, Aiden Donahue, Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, Joseph Stafford, Jesse Becker, Connor Rowe, and Skylar Comstock rounding out your top 10. Jacob Malone and Eric Sable are currently your wild cards in right now, and on the outside looking in, looks like we've been talking about it for the past month. Travis Stroney, Ryan Robertson, Jay Cook, and Kyle Munson on the outside looking in. What a feeling it would be to pull off a win here at Iowa tonight for the Scarecrow 200. Again, I don't know any backstory about the Scarecrow 200. All I know is I think Nate picked that out, so Face Puppy, that's on you, my man. But I love the scenery it creates. Again, race 18 of 25 coming up next. Right here on Twitch.tv, your home for the Gears Cup Series, Gears Racing League. As far as it goes, 2026, who the hell knows what's going to happen next? All I know is that qualifying is going to happen. I can bring you in the booth one more time. We get 10 in a row for my boys in blue, the navy blue. Milwaukee Brewers putting down the Los Angeles Dodgers. Swept them at home and swept them in their home. Congrats, you guys. Big shout out to the crew. Again, less than 60 seconds away now. Again, maybe 10 seconds? I don't know. Before we get into this. Into qualifying. Again, give you a little scenery here. The crowd here tonight. In by the dozens. Again, Monday night. Bring your family to the racetrack on iRacing. Subscription, you're good to go. Again, I'm giving out a sub here tonight. Free sub for a random viewer who doesn't have it. I'm going to hand out a freebie tonight because I can do that and I want to. Qualifying coming up next. Again, Gen 6 car, 200 laps, 65 to 70 laps. We're looking at fuel mileage. Again, no stage brakes, no fast repairs, 5 tire sets. Max fuel capacity of 70%. Let's get ready. Who's going to represent number 1? Numero uno going out onto the track. Oh, one of my favorites. Jonathan Militia. Let's turn down the music and bring in the noise, the engine from Jonathan Militia. At TH Designs, number 69. Out on the track for lap number 1. Again, Gen 6 car tonight, not next gen. Looking good. That Coors off-brand TH Designs machine. Again, inspiring design, I should say, for Coors. Lap 1 for Militia. Looks like it's going to be 22.85. Travis Stroney on the pole here so far with a 22.83. Jeremy Eschman with a 22.88 and a Kyle Munson with a 22.99. Conroe now taking the pole with a 22.79. See what Jonathan Militia can do out of 4. Cross the start-finish line. Militia is going to get a 22.71. He's going to be your pole sitter for a split second. Fortson posted now. 22.63. Travis Stroney couldn't do any better. Neither could Kyle Munson. Jake Hall now. Fortson posted 22.63. Jake Hall 22.67. Bouncing Connor Rowe to the second row. Joseph Enright in the 7. Looks like 23.35 will be lap 1. And let's follow the contender here in the 87 chromed out Target. Chevrolet Camaro looking sharp as ever. Man, I had shit cameras here tonight. We make fun of Fox a lot here on the broadcast. I feel like it right now. Holy shit. Getting Gary Owen now for lap number 1. Let's ride on board. The often well-dressed, sexy Gary Owen riding on board lap number 1. 22.82. Almost hitting the wall. Yeah, this is definitely Fox. Holy shit. 3 and 4. Again, you want to be just a little halfway up from that white line. There's a bump in between 3 and 4. You got to hit just right or your car might take a dive. Gary Owen, 22.72. Good enough for 5th place. Gary Owen. See if we get somebody else. Ooh, Mike DeWalt in that 20 Toyota Camry. Letting the juice loose in that Flex Volt number 20. Peoria, Illinois' own Mike DeWalt. No relation to DeWalt Tools, but he likes to use it on his car. Lap number 1 for Mikey D, 22.88, 14th fastest right now. Out of 2 onto the backstretch. So easy to lose it. with all the horsepower they have coming out of 3 and 4. Beautifully done. Start-finish line looks like 22:62. Your pole sitter, Mike DeWalt. Wow. Holy shit, guys and gals. Your pole sitter, as long as it stands. Austin Thomas is out there. Let's see what he's got. Saving the best for last, possibly. Let's turn this down. This ain't over till it's over. Trying to get a lap in. Taking it to the limit. 22:95. We can say now with confidence Mike DeWalt is your pole sitter. Start the music over just for him. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, yeah, we're going to interview him. Mike DeWalt. Mike DeWalt, pole sitter tonight for the Scarecrow 200. How are you feeling, my man?
It's good to sit down, nice lap, and grab the pole. Got some speed tonight.
Lap number 1, it seemed like you were getting ready to put down a heater, and off 3 and 4, you could see it. Just seemed like you had it under control. Mike, congratulations on the pole. Is that what, pole number 2 of the year for you?
I want to say that's my first one of the year. I've been close before, but finally got it done this time.
Well, you would know better than I would. So again, congratulations, man. And yeah, we'll see you out there when we do the grid walk.
Hopefully see you in the victory lane.
Hell yeah, brother. Mike DeWalt in the 20 on the pole here tonight. Let's get somebody else. Somebody cool. Let's find somebody cool. Ooh. I know a guy. I know a guy who's pretty cool. He's going to invade that chat for just a second. Oh, we're going to put him there. Whoops. Jesse Becker in the 97 has been thrown all over the voice chats. Now finally getting the broadcast booths, like getting thrown around, you know, in a boxing match, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to relate. Jesse, how are you feeling for tonight's race?
Good. You just destroyed my brain a little bit, but it's good to talk to you, buddy. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well. I saw you in the standings in the top 10. You've been working your way up there. You're there. You've been there for a little bit now. How do you feel closing in with 3 laps to go, locking yourself into this playoff contention?
Good. I think as long as I can stay consistent and get the races finished, I can finish good enough to get myself through in the top 10 in points. I don't think I'm getting a win, so I'm definitely not going to be taking up a wild card spot if needed, but I can try to finish consistent enough to make it through.
Well, you and Storm Motorsports have had some good luck here lately. I can't say that about maybe a couple of your teammates, but you definitely have had the good luck inside the top 10. Best of luck to you here tonight.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You are welcome. I'm going to try to get you back into the right voice chat. We'll get there one day. Yes, we did, and he's gone. Jesse Becker in the 97. Much love to him and Storm as we head in tonight for the warm-up for the Scarecrow 200 next week. I want to remind everyone that it is I'm taking it in vain. Talladega, the Horseboat 250, live right here on twitch.tv/horseboat. Super Speedway racing at its finest. Join me and 40 of my closest friends right here in Alabama, July 28th, next Monday night. Again, that'll be 2 races away. A puncher's chance to lock yourself in. And then from there, you're about 2 weeks out from Daytona. So again, if you can lock in a win there, 2 weeks ago, maybe go back-to-back at Super Speedways. I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. But again, watch it right here on twitch.tv. Grid walk about to take place. Again, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you've had a good time here so far. Again, I'm going to give out a sub if you haven't had one yet. Put it out in the chat. I'm going to see if I can give one to a random follower in the viewing channel tonight. You're viewing it. You're in it. Again, I'm going to give one of those out here towards the middle of our program. Commercial-free viewing all month long for you. All right, grid walk. Getting set to go again on the front row here tonight is the 20 of Mike DeWalt. Pole position number 1 here for the season. Outside of him, the 26 of Fortson Poston. Row 2, we have the 98 of Jake Hall. Outside of him is going to be the 5 of Connor Rowe. In row number 3, the 69 of Jonathan Militia. And the 87 of Gary Owen. Row 4, we have the 11 of Min Hang. And the 14 of Travis Stroney. Row 5, we have the 10 of Colby Hogan. And the 96 of Christian Taylor. Row 6, we have the 18 of Kyle Munson. And the 8 of Keaton Salyers. In row 7, we have the 41 of Chris Bishop. And the 38 of Jeremy Eshelman. In row 8, we have the 71 of Brandon Meyer. And the 95 of Jake Cook. In row 9, we have the 97 of Jesse Becker. And the 35 of Austin Thomas. In row 10, we have the 51 of Floyd Stewart. And the 25 of Frank Warner. In row 11, we have the 111 of Tim Lancaster and the 7 of Joseph Enright. The 57 of Joe Stafford and the 28 of Skylar Comstock make up row 12. Row 13, we have the 84 of Brad Gutierrez and the 9 of Steven Jr. And rounding out the final of our field before the EOLs, the Prilosec OTC Ford Mustang of Ryan Robertson. Again, no sponsorship here for tonight's race. If you know anyone that would like to sponsor a race, you're going to the playoffs. We've got a few sponsorships open. Would love to take it on, get your business or your brand some exposure by the dozens here on this channel. You can reach out to me or anybody. Anybody in position at Gears. Again, 3 laps left. There's 3 races left. And it starts right now here at Iowa. Oh, Allstair 19888. Alistair, I don't know. Hopefully I got it. Fitzy 135791. Thank you for the most recent follows. And Vivi Patel, thank you for the follow, bringing us up to 640. Again, we'll have 1 lap here before we go green. 3 races left. Man, I'd really hate to hit that wall of the corn doing 130. Yeah, I bet. Gonna pop open a beer. Hopefully y'all are having a great time. Again, if you are in the viewership here tonight, I'm going to give away a sub, maybe 2, depending on how much we got. That'll give you commercial-free viewing for the next 30 days. And again, my thanks for being a part of this, enjoying the content that is Gears. Again, this is my, I think, 5th year with Gears, 4th, 5th year. Going from console to iRacing. It was a trip, man, I got to tell you. But it's super cool seeing how we progressed and seeing how the driver, both in quantity and quality, has risen. But I'm going to shut the hell up. We are going to get after it. The Scarecrow 200 is green, green, green right here for the Gears Cup Series. Side by side, Forza Poston, Mike DeWalt, Jake, Paul, and tow. No Jacob Malone tonight from what I can tell. I do believe he's not around in contention. So that's one person, one less front runner. Forza Poston leads lap 1 of the Scarecrow 200. Again, 65 to 70 laps is what I'm being told is kind of the pit window for fuel. Let's ride on board with the 11 of Min Hang. See how it's hanging. Whoa, that 10. 3 wide. Back out. Between, looks like Hogan, Stroney, and Min Hang. is the battle to watch on the track right now. Looks like Mid-Hang's gonna bow out gracefully, drop to the outside. Didn't recognize Colby Hogan in that tied 10. Usually he rocks the Modelo. Little surprise there. Jay Cook taking over the 95 in that McDonald's car, now 3 wide with Kyle Munson. Whoever the hell that is with the logo I can't read. Jeremy Eshelman again. I love his designs, but I can barely read them. It's almost like when you got one of those death metal bands with the logo with the scribbled in letters where you can't barely read it. That's what it looks like to me. But hell, what do I know? Ports and Post and Mike DeWalt, Jake Hall, Connor Rowe, Jonathan Militia. Your top 5 currently, Gary Owen, Colby Hogan, Travis Stroney, Min-Hang, and Christian Taylor out in front. Riding on the nose of Christian Taylor right now, that's what she said. Hanging out there in the top 10. Wow, Keaton Salyers had to check up big time with that Budweiser 8. Trying to get in that top 10 again. Gen 6 cars here tonight, not the next gen that we're used to see. That 1-1 is on that Burgundy. He's moving up quick. Let's see. Let's take a look at Timmy. Big Tim Lancaster in that Hooters 111 machine. Giving her all she's got. Might be doing the dice thing too much. For himself. Joe Stafford, a guy to keep your eyes on. See him there in that 57. In the state where the Dirty Birds roam. Philadelphia getting their Super Bowl rings this week. Congratulations to them. Or over the weekend. I don't know. Pretty dope. Oh, Taylor smacks the wall. What the hell just went wrong here? Austin Thomas below him, Brandon Meyer above him. He is getting bullied out of position. He has fallen from 10th all the way down now to 18th and falling further. Back up front now. Looks like almost 3/4 of a second Fortson has on Mike DeWalt. Jake Hall about a second and a half back there, but then here is where the action begins. This is a battle now for 4th and 5th between Connor Rowe and Jonathan Militia with Colby Hogan in tow. Let's ride on board with Mr. Hogan. Oh shit. His POV. Colby Hogan's GoPro. He normally uses it for other things, but he's using it for iRacing right now. So good for him. Really cleaning up his act. Much appreciated. Making a clean pass on both Connor and Jonathan Militia while we were on board. That tide is clean. a row in that 5 that looks like an F. It's the supercar. It's super. Chris Bishop now in that ugly stick 41 Toyota Camry, rocking it in 9th. Started in 13th, has worked his way up all the way inside the top 10. But then you see Joe Stafford cracking the top 10. Started 23rd, has worked his way up now all the way up through 10. And he's having a muy bueno time. To the 38 and the 11 with that inside line. And 20 laps in, all of them green. And here is our first Gears Loose and Loud of the night, right now. Getting you back in now from the Loose and Loud. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Got some time away, got some space, you know. Things you wouldn't normally get in real life. Forts and Poston still out in front. Your leader, 31 laps in the bank. Mike DeWalt, Colby Hogan, Jonathan Militia, and Jake Hall. Your top 5. Connor Rowe, Travis Strode, Gary Owen, Keaton Salyers, Joe Stafford rounding out the top 10. Here is a battle for, looks like 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jake Hall, welcome back. Haven't seen him in a minute. Looks like he was available for tonight. Glad he took advantage of that. Jonathan Militia having a good run so far.
Nice car. Perfect.
Holding off Jake Hall, but Jake Hall giving a little love tap. Militia holding it down. Running on board now with Jake Hall. All over the ass and Jonathan Militia. He's putting the heat on him. Oh yeah. Again, we're 30 laps in. Fuel window 65-70 if this stays green. And these guys are really giving it to each other. Tire fall off, I heard, is pretty real at this track. See the 2 particular lines being given. It looks like Hall just gets, yeah, he gets a little choppy coming out of 2. Militia able to hold him off, and I think right now, Militia seems to have the upper hand. As long as he keeps hitting his marks, it doesn't seem like Hall can pass or make a move at this moment. Let's talk about it. I haven't mentioned him on purpose, for fun. But Forts and Poston, you heard it, Forts and Poston in the 26 Taco Bell Ford Mustang. Out in front as your leader, out in front for the first time like this all year long. Fortson's track seems to be Iowa. Maybe his field of dreams. Again, Mike DeWalt said his last Gears win was a Gears Holiday Series race, which was a truck race. And guess what? Yours truly spun him at the line. Again, he already had the win in the bag. I was being a douche. Whatever. I wasn't being a douche. I was having a good time. It's a competitive race. Don't remember a whole lot of it. But his last points race, I believe, that he has won was the Milwaukee Mile, which was about 2 or 3 years ago now. So it's been a minute since Mike has won in the Gears Cup Series. Not to rub it in, because he is a good driver. He's very skilled. It's just luck is not on his side some of the times, or he's just bested by drivers that are simply better. Tonight he has a big challenge at hand with Fortson. Fortson maybe at the mercy of inexperience, though. Mike, I know, has been on this a little longer. He understands what he needs to do, how the car feels. Fortson closing the deal here tonight, that may be something to keep an eye on. If he can close it, he might be leading right now. He might be dominating right now. But can he close it? We have yet to see that from the 26. As weird as he is, we've seen enough of Colby Hogan in the 10, cruising around in 3rd, having a good time doing it. He's a race driver. Not race car driver, a race driver. Thank you Locust Fork, Alabama Public Education. Appreciate that. Jonathan Militia back and forth, seemed to be gaining a little bit of ground on his opponent in front of him and gaining some distance from his opponent from the behind.
Another one.
Again, Fortson Poston, Mike DeWalt, Toby Hogan, Jonathan Militia, Jake Hall, your top 5. Connor Rowe, Travis Stroney, Gary Owen, Joe Stafford, and Kyle Munson rounding out your top 10. And big shout out to the Muns. Kyle Munson in the Mellow Yellow 18. Fighting in a battle of his life right now between Joe Stafford and Chris Bishop. In the picture as well. Min Hang, Keaton Salyers, Jay Cook at the edge of this group. We are almost a quarter of the way, 50 laps in here at Iowa. As always, like to pump the next week's race, Talladega. The showdown with 2 races to go next week. The Horse Boat 250 right here on Twitch.tv, July 28th. Same bat time, same bat channel. Again, after tonight's race, it gets even crazier. As Brad Gutierrez makes it 3 wide, it makes it just as crazy for this promo. You're not going to want to miss it for the Super Speedway action that the Gears Cup Series has to offer. Again, next week, July 28th, right here Monday night on Twitch.tv. Neurospike, what the fuck is up, party people? Yeah. Yeah. Welcome aboard, Neurospike and Bugaboo.
Nice car.
Let's go, Star Motorsports. Go 97, Jesse. Go, Christian, number 96. Your wife is here supporting ya. Yeah. Christian was as high as about 10th, has fallen as low as about 20th, and now is back up to 16. Digging that Mellow Yellow throwback. Yeah, bro. Kyle Munson is styling and profiling tonight. Got that Cole Trickle mentality. Again, we got Taco Bell. You're either enjoying it at 2 a.m. or doing something else the next morning. The 4th meal is back and out in front right here now in the 26 of Fortson Poston. Mike DeWalt swinging that ass end around that Gen 6 car. Around 2. Again, getting closer and closer to that pit window. Looks like DeWalt's going in a little early, as is somebody else. So DeWalt heading down pit lane. His teammate, though, staying out. Jonathan Militia. There might be an issue with the 20 car, but we'll see on that. Connor Rowe now out in 3rd. Jake Hall in 4th. Gary Owen in 5th. Gary getting his first win a couple weeks ago. Having a great run here tonight. Inside the top 10, making it 5th right now. Championship contender all over that Target 87. Travis Stroney, one on the outside looking in, trying to get locked in. Would be wonderful to get a win here tonight for that Mobile 114 Ford Mustang. And Jay Cook has crashed.
We'll keep working on this thing for you.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're going to back that ass up and see what we can see on the Gears Cup Series Instant Replay. Powered by Neurospike Industries, and founder of Neurospike Industries is joining me in the booth right now, Andy Bisag. Andy, how are you feeling, my brother?
Good evening, Tom. Good evening, folks and viewers, racers. Oh, I'm loud.
You're loud, but I got you.
I'm
I
hot.
got you. That's all right.
I got a hot mic.
Looking up at
I'm alive.
in the MediaMom.com flip cam. Jay Cook Let's play it in real time and see what happened. Bounced off the wall. Just clipped Joe Stafford. Stafford able to keep it together. Cook hitting the wall and then keeping it on the wall. Oh my God, Colby Hogan almost took him out. But let's back it up one more time, Trent. I know it's been a minute since we talked. We'll catch up in just a moment. But this,
yeah, I know the drill. Do your thing, my friend.
This is Freaky Deaky Sex World here right now. Again, Jay Cook at 95, McDonald's Machine Chevrolet. Looks like coming out of 4, didn't have it all together. Scrapes the wall, comes off the wall, hitting the 57 of Joe Stafford. Now with Stafford, I'm curious if he was able to keep it going. And it looks like he was able to do it, I believe. Yeah, it looks like he's able to.
I don't even know where we are. Where are we? Iowa.
We're about 50 laps in at Iowa Speedway. Jay Cook comes bouncing off the wall, and then for whatever reason, I think he gassed it or something, and his car just pointed instantly at the wall. And when that was happening,
you just see him bounce.
Yeah, and then when you see that happening, he's in the wall, and then he gets vertical. Colby Hogan has to make a last-ditch attempt. Doesn't look like any damage to the 10, but definitely a scary moment. Holy shit.
Tricky little slide there.
It was tricky. Again, these Gen 6 cars, you're able to put it in places you may not know you can. But so far,
you
first
know, you
caution
said it
of
was
the night.
Freaky Deaky Sex time, so.
Yeah, I know. I know it.
Sounds like my kind of party.
The orgy it may
Stream
be,
looks
it is
really good.
Yeah, thank
Stream
you.
looks so good, but
appreciate that. A couple beers will help that. Yeah, up to 640 followers. Appreciate that as always. But it looks like a couple of these guys didn't pit. Some of them did. Let me see who did not. Oh, it looks like Jay Cook's entering now. So everybody has pitted at least once. So it's going to reset the clock. Mike DeWalt, a couple laps earlier, went to pit. I don't know if that worked out for him. I don't know if he considers that a W or not, as the field was able to catch up. So he might be on a few laps older tires. Looks like Jay Cook trying to go around for his free lap, for his wave around. I don't know if he should have gotten that, but hey, that was scary.
Yeah, we do our hot laps at 150.
Yeah, apparently. Gonna re-rack and get back to green flag action. Fortson posted. Jonathan Militia on the front row. Connor Rowe, Jake Hall, row 2. Gary Owen in the 87. The 14 of Travis Stroney in row 3. Row 4 is Brad Gutierrez, Kyle Munson. And rounding on our top 10 is Min Hang and Joe Stafford or somebody over there. Brad Gutierrez, somebody. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You know, you said the cars looked really good earlier in your chat, and I can see that there's some really nice looking cars out there tonight.
Some of these guys have taken throwback and they applied it now. I know some of these guys, they may have downloaded their cars as we're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing off of Trading Pace, but there's some drivers like the 69 who's really got a nice Coors TH Designs throwback there with the Coors. It's just a nice, classy look.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep. I see a Budweiser in the field back there.
Yeah, that 8 Budweiser. Ooh! Bishop and then Ugly Stick 41. Oh my God. Hot White Trash, thank you for the follow. Bergaline.
I'm so surprised nobody went with the Rusty Wallace MGD.
Yeah, you know, I think that one is done a lot. You know, and maybe people do that. I don't know. That's just one opinion.
What was it? Valvoline? Mark Martin?
Oh, I would have loved that. You know, if Gen 4 ever becomes a league like the Cup Series or anything like that, wink, wink, I would love a number 6 Ford Taurus Valvoline, but like the Mark Martin theme with kind of like the splotchy spray paint, you know what I mean? That Ford Taurus. That would be awesome.
Is that a Prilosec car?
Yeah, that is the Prilosec OTC, the Deuce of Ryan Robertson. Again, provider of the points here lately as we get close to the playoffs. He loves making those, and I love having them, so I do appreciate that.
What's that? What's the one right next to Mike there? Black and white, 28.
That is Skyler Youngling beer.
Oh,
lager.
okay.
That is a crispy design. It reminds me of that one guy we used to race with years ago. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But,
Yep, sure do. What's your what's your beer of choices?
Oh, I'm riding the Silver Bullet. Sorry if you see a little connection issue there. I don't know, keep stuttering just a hair. Tim Lancaster right now up to 16th. Newbie to the Gears Racing League and to the Cup Series. And then this is Chevrolet Camaro. Moving up the track, seems like they have spread out. Posted Militia, Jake Hall, Connor Rowe, Travis Stroney, your top 5 right now. I mentioned Travis Stroney. As he is one of the golfers of the Horseboat and Friends Golf Tour premiering this week. Scramble group play starting this week. I will be streaming my round here this Wednesday. My partner is Ryan Robertson at TBC. I think Sawgrass is on the docket, and that is a hard fucking course. So you're going to be able to see that in VR and see us all here on Horseboat and Friends and the golf tour here Wednesday night, right here on Twitch.tv.
What's that?
I don't know. Can somebody explain what the fuck Vergaline is before I ban you both for saying it? What is Vergaline? Somebody tell me. Google it. I don't know what it is. I'm freaking out. I'm really not. It's fun. Somebody tell me what it is so I can get in on the joke. Sipping on that lean. It's whatever you need it to be. It's whatever you need it to be.
Let me get some. And
I mean, can you send it to me? Like, I don't know. Is that legal in my state? Scarecrow says he's home. That's amazing. That's your home, girlfriend. Kyle Munson leading the second group of hungry drivers from about 15 on back. Ryan Robertson goes for the pass on the inside. 3 wide for just a moment. Mike DeWalt in danger.
Juice boost high energized.
I guess, man.
Oh, okay.
Fortson Poston, Jonathan Militia, Jake Hall, Connor Rowe, Travis Stroney, your top 5. Brad Gutierrez, Min Hang, Joe Stafford, Austin Thomas, Gary Owen, your top 10. Not sure why my stream is stuttering here. It's been good here so far. Might have to look into that before long if we continue. Min Hang to the inside of the 84 of Brad Gutierrez. This is for 6th place right now. Min just could not make that pass. He's probably going to try it again here. Joe Stafford tried to insert himself into this position. Keaton Salyers in the back making a pass on the 41 of Chris Bishop. Looks like Min Hang
You had 3
back.
beers, but do you have like 3 big beers?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, not just 12 ounces.
No, these are. Well, I mean, they're probably not much more than
24s?
that.
Tall boys?
They're
18s?
16s.
16s? Okay, so you get a couple extra ounces.
Yeah. At about 32 ounces in.
Extra 27% more.
That's right. Quick mass from Andrew Bisag here.
It's fuzzy math.
Yeah, you know, it's quick mass. He never said he was good. He said he was quick. And you can see Mike DeWalt. I was trying to bring it back around and I just couldn't. So I'm just going to go right in. Mike DeWalt started on the pole, back now all the way to 16, fighting with the 111 of Tim Lancaster and the 10 of Colby Hogan. 10 of Colby Hogan, your points leader currently. Yeah, this is a battle of attrition right now. Perseverance is the key for the 20 machine. Again, points race, I think it was 2 years ago at the Milwaukee Mile was the last time he has gotten a victory here in gear. Ride on board here with the 8 of Keaton Salyers. Keaton Salyers, past champion. 2022 to be exact. Having a good run here so far, cracking, or trying to crack the top 10 in the battle right now with a 35 of Austin Thomas. I do not understand the stuttering right now. Apologize for the technical difficulty, but we are nearly 80 laps in here of tonight's contest. Poston led a lot of them, and he's back out in front doing the damn thing. It would be cool to see Fortson again, first season back. He was one of the original Gears drivers. I know, Andy, you were back in the OG days when we started covering Gears. The Heat days. Yeah, you're definitely right. The Heat days with the capital H. Fortson was a name to be reckoned with on console coming over here this season. Everybody's like, who's this guy? Who's this young kid? He's young, but he's definitely not a kid to us. He is a Gears Cup Series driver, and he is out in front in Iowa right now. Got about a half-second lead on the 69 of Jonathan Militia. Militia having a wonderful race as well. Mooresville, North Carolina man. Living the dream. I wanted to say some funny stuff in my alert when I go live. I thought of something really, really funny. But apparently it was on the cusp of being against the terms of service, so I couldn't use it. But I wanted to, and that's the important thing, because I love him. He's a great guy.
And I'm sure you had a personal laugh.
Oh, yeah. You know me, man. There's nothing, there's nothing that I'm not going to do that has a little personal touch to it, a little love.
No bars are held sometimes.
I mean, there's a line for me, right? Do I toe it from time to time? You betcha. But being in the field that I am in right now, it's hard not to do that. It's really hard not to do that. Again, if you're getting paid hundreds or thousands of dollars to do what I do, you may clean it up a little bit.
Shane Gillis didn't.
I mean, he refused to lose. And it doesn't matter who wrote that material. It doesn't matter who wrote that material. It was majestic, and I loved it. So.
Oh yeah, so funny.
The WNBA joke probably
so funny.
To my knees.
So maybe that's not the best appropriate content for the show, but
no.
I was just relating that.
I think it's funny. It's funny comedic humor. I relate to that. Yeah, kind of like a spirit animal. Guy just calls to most men in this society that have a sense of humor or a backbone. Fortson Poston, Jonathan Militia, Jake Hall, Connor
I feel
Rose,
like
Travis
if I was
Droney.
there, I would have been like the guy sitting there laughing his ass off, like looking at everybody else going like, How are you not laughing at this?
How is this not funny? Right. How do you not find this funny?
Are you good? Because this is hilarious.
Some solid material that's got dishing. Oh, 3 wide. Mike DeWalt, Kobe Hogan, Chris Bishop. They barely get away alive. I love the battles that are all over this track right now, especially inside the top 10, top 15. Really, people, it's like a gauntlet for position. And I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen, that we go into our loud. Guess what? It's going to be courtesy of your friend Horseboat, sponsoring the Horseboat 250 next week, right here on Twitch. right, bringing you back in from the Loose and Loud now. 101 of 200, over halfway. Looking live now here at the 111 Lancaster Hooters Mobile in the Chevrolet Camaro. Hot White Trash says radio into Lancaster and tell him to clean it up. If you know a spotter, go for it. But your man with the plan out in front, that Taco Bell Diarrhea Machine, 26 of Fortson Poston out in front. Jonathan Militia in second. Jake Hall in third, dropped for a split second. Grant Gutierrez in fourth, and Connor Rowe in that super-powered S-Car. Honorable mention, Travis Stroney in that Mobile 114 again on the outside, looking in. Good points finish tonight is crucial for the 14 team. If he can do that, maybe he can crack that top 10. Those 2 wild card spots, those for winners. That's what they call them, wild card spots. Looks like Brandon Meyer in that 71 machine coming out of pit lane.
Well, Tom, it's been a few weeks since I've been really in the booth with you. Give me an update on the league. How's I know you probably did that in the open, but
yeah. Well, life is good. I think for some of these guys. Colby Hogan out there, looks like in 8th right now. Your points leader, multiple wins. Gary Owen, our lone Canadian in the field here tonight, getting his first win a couple weeks ago, kind of putting that baby to bed. Having a good season in contention as well. Again, Travis Stroney, as I had mentioned, at 14, outside looking in, but very close. Can grab a spot here possibly tonight with a victory. Connor Rowe in contention inside that top 10, looking very good. Brad Gutierrez needing help, but doing very good as well. Jonathan Militia also needs a lot of help, but still has a fighter's chance.
Fucking Militia, get up there and win one for the boys.
Militia, I believe tonight has put most of it together halfway home. Looks like he is going to pit as we speak. Fortson continuing this dominance. Again, Gen 6 cars only have them on a handful of the on the racing schedule, only a handful of times here this season, but it has been a huge success. People dig the variances of cars here on the schedule so far.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see you guys switch it up. Keep some fresh lines coming in with the different cars.
Well, I mean, the horsepower is such a difference, too, in these cars compared to the next gen at this track. So they chose this because of the higher horsepower. It's a little bit harder to control. But ultimately, again, only one caution here to speak of so far. We're going to test
Cruising. I'll be honest, I'm watching the Cubs and the Royals here in the background.
That's amazing.
Until the Brewer game starts.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Obviously.
Let's go Royals, is what I'm saying here.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. Keaton Salyers in 7th now, started in, looks like 12th. Having a good run in that Budweiser 8. Again, is that Lamar Jackson? Is that Dale Jr.? Who knows? I'll let you be the judge. Again, looking forward next week to Talladega.
Nice.
And then the final race of the regular season is 2 weeks from tonight at Homestead. And then we kick off August 11th, the playoffs at Daytona. So it's going to be a wonderful month here going forward. Heading into the playoffs, a lot of guys, having a puncher's chance to make it here. The next couple of weeks. I believe anybody, and I mean anybody, can win at Talladega. Homestead, probably not so much. But Talladega next week, it's anybody's ballgame. We talked to Jesse Becker before, currently in 9th in that 5150 LLC 97 Toyota Camry. having a solid run. Again, I believe he is currently 8th in the point standings. Again, giving Storm Motorsports something to shout about this season. Their inaugural season into gears with Christian Taylor and Jesse Becker. I think Frank Warner is a part of that now. And I think they have another one. Chris Bishop, a part of that 4-car garage. That is Storm. Again, getting close to the 85 laps to go. Again, one caution to speak of. These guys have put on a clinic tonight. Competitive racing, clean racing all around. The caution that we had, it was sketchy, but still not the worst caution I've ever seen. Here is the 51 of Floyd Stewart, currently up in the 12th in that Goodwrench silver and orange Chevrolet Camaro. Big nod to Dale Earnhardt. Love the scheme. Again tonight, if you have Prime, get commercial-free viewing. If you sub, that's how it goes. We'd love to have you aboard to the 21 other subscribers that we have. Looks like Mike DeWalt trying to part the sea between Floyd Stewart and Brandon Meyer, the 51 and 71. Mike DeWalt trying to pull Moses, and he's trying to do it again between Jeremy Eshelman and Kyle Munson. That is fantastic driving from the 20. Brandon Meyer says, you can do it, I can do it. And follow suit. That was pretty amazing right there for the 20 and as well the 71. DeWalt now up into 13th, making the slow climb up to the front. Does he have enough time inside of 80 laps to go? We will see. A caution would certainly help. But right now, he's doing it all on his own. Looks like Fortson and Jake Hall just getting out of pit lane. Salyer's now your new leader. Keaton again, our 2022 Gears Cup Series champion. Out in front yet again like it was yesteryear. Could he put it all together? Who knows? With the 11 of men hang for the Horseboat and Friends Gyro Cam. Again, courtesy of Horseboat and Friends. Golf Tour premiering this week at TBC Sawgrass Scramble. My partner Ryan Robertson and I will be streaming our experience. I think we are playing with another pair, which will be sublime. You can see all 18 holes of the Scramble right here on Twitch.tv Wednesday night, and I believe it'll be about 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central.
Horseboat friends.
Yeah, we got them here. Look, here we go. Hopefully you like that. Again, Wednesday night, we're getting it on. Kyle Munson, Mellow Yellow, your new leader. For how long, who knows? Ryan Robertson to the inside of that Prilosec OTC. Is Prilosec even a thing anymore? I don't know.
We got Big Woo on the mound tonight, Tom.
Brian Woo?
Yeah.
Or Woodruff?
Brian Woodruff.
Brandon Woodruff.
Brian Woody?
What?
What?
Yikes, that's not the
All
one
on
the
this
press,
team.
but it happened. 75
All on
laps
this-
to go. Kyle Munson, your leader, coming out of 2. Holding it down in that mellow yellow machine. Kyle Petty, Cole Trickle, who cares? He's driving it. Laying down some laps, getting some bonus points for leading a lap. And having a good run here at Iowa. Kyle, I got to give it to him, man. He's the first one to volunteer when somebody needs backup for race control. He's the first one to be there for a lot of our meetings. A guy who is committed to being in that admin zone. Tip the cap to him because, you know, he's selfless, man. And we do appreciate everything that he does. At least I do personally. He does a great job. A guy that can debate and also still be your friend at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, still hold it down. Kyle leading the race here tonight, doing a good job in that 18 Toyota Camry. His teammate is second right now. And I would believe a good contender for a victory. Again, he's had a big victory drought. Hasn't won one in a long time. Him and I had a fun BS rivalry in Sprocket. I enjoyed the hell out of that. Trent, I don't know if you knew, but I took him out at the line at Daytona.
I didn't hear
the
this.
opening race
but-
last season. And then I helped him out at the end of, I think, Atlanta or Talladega, one of the two. I actually helped him to a win because I felt horrible, dude. I'm not a guy that's going to take, like, in a recruitment or, like, in a fun run, like, I'll bump and bang. I don't care. You know, if I tap you at the end, it is what it is. You know, it happens to me more often than I do it to somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Militia, you know, led that whole way at Daytona. I bumped and banged him, took him out. And it wasn't on purpose. It was more of just giving him a bump, and it just, you know, a little bit too much. But that, you know, the victory that he had, you know, he kind of had his back on that one. Just as kind of a tip of my cap to him.
In other gaming news,
Yeah.
Battlefield 6 open beta is set to go live on 4th of August.
That's amazing. Hopefully it's better than the last shit they put out. Jonathan Militia, now your leader. Forts and Poston now trying to track him down. And there's about a 5-second gap between first and second, and about a 3.5 second between second and third. Jonathan Militia, Forts and Poston, Connor Rowe, Jake Hall, and Colby Hogan, your top 5. Brad Gutierrez, Travis Stroni, Joe Stafford, Mike DeWalt, and Gary Owen, your top 10. Mike DeWalt battling through lap traffic. Looks like Floyd Stewart a part of that group, which would be the lap down car. The car he's chasing right now, the 57 of Joe Stafford, is for position. Sounds like it. Yeah, this race has gone by in a blink of an eye. 133 laps in the book. These guys are putting it down. Floyd Stewart trying to battle back to get something, get his lap back. Fighting with Travis Stroni, who currently sits in 7th place. Brad Gutierrez, Colby Hogan battling for 5th right now. Colby Hogan, as Travis Stroni would say, frustrating as hell to play repo with. Kind of a saboteur of the group. Brad Gutierrez, I love playing soundboards next to him to getting him killed in that game. It's hilarious. Jake Hall and that Clemson, looks like multiple stamped machine. Looks like he's got it across between the Gen 6 and the next gen. He just said, fuck it, I don't care, I'm putting it out there. Running it forward. His car drives better than it looks. Connor Rowe with that Midnight Mac. Number 5 that looks like an S. Running around in 3rd and having a good time. He is a muy bueno worker when it comes to on-track happenings. Colby Hogan trying to get around that 51. Jeremy Eshelman right there in the 38 as well. Let's go, Storm. Y'all got what does that say? Killing me right now.
What?
Oh my god. You're killing me right now. Oh my god, this
Oh boy.
kind of wigged out on me. First time tapping in a minute. That's
Boop,
alright.
boop.
We got it. We're good. We're back. Could be worse, right? Could be worse. Ah, alright. I understand now. Cost me my whole stream, but now I get it. Jonathan Militia now coming up the lap traffic. Fortson Poston has put it down to less than 2.5 seconds on that lead. But Militia, on all accounts, is having a great night so far. But 26 is lurking, coming into frame. Jake Hall, Connor Rowe, Brad Gutierrez, Colby Hogan, Travis Stroney, Gary Owen, Mike DeWalt, and Joe Stafford. Mike DeWalt has been the story, getting the pole position here tonight. Got about 69 laps to do something. Excuse me, 59. If he can do anything at all. Having a good run inside the top 10. Trying to keep his head above water as we edge closer to the playoffs. Another man outside looking in is the 14 of Travis Stroney, who said his name a couple times here tonight. But someone who also needs a little bit of love and a little bit of help getting to the playoffs. Again, good finish here tonight if he can hold it. 7 spots on the top 10 for the 14 so far. Just joining us. Only had one caution all night long. These drivers are showing what it takes in these Gen 6 cars here at Iowa. Man, I wish I could say that. Wait a minute. Hold on. I can do it. We're going to do it. Again, you're watching a battle here. Min Hang, Colby Hogan. Again, Min Hang a lap down. You know, we talk about Colby Hogan. I make fun of him a lot. You know, he's a big fan of Coldplay, but he's also a bigger fan of P. Diddy. He said, I really love this. Can you put this on the air? And I said, you know what? It's a little controversial, but I'll do it. There he is. Colby Hogan and his idol. And I'm not talking about P. Diddy, I'm talking about the baby oil. That is our points leader, Colby Hogan. Much love to him.
Diddy in the
But here
oil
we-
at the Oakley concert.
That's right. Getting a little hot and heavy. Works a little easier the more you work with it. Ford's posted now out in front. Jonathan Militia to the lead. Jake Hall now going to assume second. Tim Lancaster under duress right now in that Hooters machine. Shake him if you got him. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to shake him up to the wall. To the window, to the wall. Connor Rowe now in the third. Everybody inheriting a spot. Jonathan Militia taking that last pit stop. Trying, I think, to undercut everybody else. We will find out if that's a smart play or not. Jonathan Militia trying to get win number one. Trying to get that wild card spot. Militia working it, girlfriend, right here in Iowa. Fortson assumes the lead. We know he's up there. We're going to let him roll on. Everybody pretty spread out amongst the leaders. See Militia back on track now. Ryan Robertson started 27th, now up to 8th, having a solid run in that Prilosec OTC machine. Riding on board now with Brian. An Ohio man. Working his ass off. Both online and at work. He works it. He shakes it hard for the money. Doing a good job here tonight inside the top 10 for the moment. Christian Taylor now in 11th. In that 96 machine, having a good solid run here so far. Again, has battled between the top 10 and the top 20. But has stayed up here towards the mid-pack all night long, having a decent run here at Iowa. There's a 96 Storm Motorsports, almost said Motor Shorts, machine of Christian Taylor.
That old Motor Shorts machine. I'd like to get a motor in my short.
That's weird.
Take that how you will.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I just like, I don't know.
Yeah, you just figured that one out.
Well, I'm going to sit and think about that. It'll be like Play-Doh for a little while.
Here to melt your minds.
Why? And that's going to be our segue into our last Loose and Loud of the evening right here, right now, courtesy of Gears. back in now from the Loose and Loud. Again, courtesy of Gears. Appreciate that. Mike DeWalt back out in front. Jesse Becker in second. Jonathan Militia third. Kyle Munson fourth. Brad Gutierrez fifth. Jeremy Eshelman, fourth and Poston. Colby Hogan, Connor Rowe, and Jake Hall rounding out your top 10. Again, Mike DeWalt under tremendous pressure right now, working through traffic, trying to keep that lead. He has about a 9-second lead on the 97 of Jesse Becker, of who has to pit. Again, if you're wondering where your buddy Andrew Bisag is, he took a nap. He went to bed. Time for him to go. Thank you for your contribution. Mike DeWalt in the pits now. Get going. Hit that. Hopefully gas will go maybe right side. We'll see what happens with him. Jesse Becker now assumes the lead. And he's only pit twice. He's going to have to pit again here, trying to stretch it out as far as he can, doing a good job inside of the top 10 in points right now. Again, less than 30 laps to go here. And he is your leader, but closing in fast is that 69 blue and cream colored of Jonathan Militia. Lancaster trying to go to the inside of him. And Militia probably going to have to pit one more time. But a solid run, a solid dude, putting together a solid race. Again, Becker trying to outrun him. Doesn't look like that's going to be possible. Looks like Mike DeWalt is back on track now, trying to get his lap back in a hurry. Again, Mike DeWalt currently 15th and a lap down right now. See Jonathan Militia starting to close that door now. To the inside of the 97 goes the 69. He's going to take that lead away, and the 97 bounces off the wall. Militia out in front, and he is trying to check out. Mike DeWalt going to unlap himself right now. Back on the lead lap is the 20 machine. Now, if a caution were to come out, Brian Robertson would be the first to get a lap back. Again, Austin Thomas, Stephen Jr. out. The Militia, your leader right now. We enter 25 laps to go, which is interesting, to say the least. Hasn't gotten a win in a super duper long time. Sprocket was the last win that I think I can remember him having in Gears in general. A win here tonight certainly would shut a lot of the haters up. Becker making friends with the wall off of 4 yet again. Having a good run, but ultimately could come up short. And there is Fortson Poston, guy who's dominated most of the race, but yet finds himself in third with less than 25 laps to go. Can he put it all together for one more short run, especially if we get a late caution? What will that mean? Again, as we talk about it, one caution to speak of so far here tonight. These Gears Cup Series drivers doing a wonderful job of representing the brand here this evening. See people dumping that wall out of 4. Getting to be a theme. Becker has been passed by Fortson Poston. Now trying to put the pressure on, about 3 seconds back is 26. your top 5, but slowly falling back now. Hitting. But it looks like he missed pit lane. His backup looks like Becker has crashed. Trying to go down pit. Oh, no. That is unfortunate. Looks like he just missed pit lane there. His top 5 hopes here tonight. Fight of his life right now is 69. Trying to weave and bob his way through lap traffic, trying to hold off 26 of Fortune Poston. But Poston as well is going to have to work through this very same traffic. Now nobody has told me, I do not know if Jonathan is going to have to pit or not. If Militia has to pit, obviously, so probably will Fortson. How long can these guys hold out? Again, as you can see, all of these drivers doing everything they can. They are not giving way to the leader, not one bit. Between him and Fortson, but again, time is of the essence. The gap is closing, but again, Fortson is going to have to work his way through these 3 cars. Unless they pit, Fortson is going to have to work through them. And if you can tell the last few laps how hard it was for the 69 to get through, just imagine how hard it's going to be for the 26 to get through, unless they all lay up, which I doubt they will. They are going to make it just as hard for the 26 as they made it for the 69. Let's ride on board with the 26 of Fortson Poston. Two gentlemen, oh, mid-hang. From North Carolina, 1 and 2, battling for position right here, right now. But will they have to pit? That is the biggest question. Ryan Robertson now battling back, trying to unlap himself around around Jonathan Militia goes. Ryan Robertson out near in front of him. This is getting crazy right now. Next time by will be 10 laps to go. Fortson right on the doorstep. Jonathan Militia, Fortson Poston, Connor Rowe, Jake Hall, and Gary Owen, your top 5. Colby Hogan, Travis Stroney, Kyle Munson, Brad Gutierrez, and Joe Stafford. Rounding out your top 10 with Mike DeWalt on the outside looking in at 11. Lancaster, Becker, side by side. Taco Bell closing in. And it's on right now. Here we go. This is the battle you've been waiting for. Scarecrow 200 on the line. Wild card spot potentially on the line. Looks like that 69 car is fading a little bit, falling right into the hands of the 26.
Caution.
Oh, we got
What
a late
was the
caution.
fucking
Keaton
caution for?
Salyers is around, and we have
Hey man, I don't know.
our late
I'm
caution. Will this save Jonathan Militia? We will find out. But it looks like Keaton Salyer's involved in this one. Let's see it at full speed together. I've yet to see this. Oh, trying to slide job, and Min-Hang was having none of it. He's like, fuck your slide job. Around he goes. Let's go to the blimp cam, see what we can see in the MeanderMountain.com blimp cam. And it looks like the run was real late braking. A late break. Now calm down, Dave. We have one caution. Calm it down. Salyers, I don't know what the position was here, but it looks like he was trying to either slide job him, something, but they made contact, and Min-Hang, rightfully so, was having no quarter. Not this late in the race. Don't blame him one bit, but that, again, that is me. In my broadcaster role, that is what I see. Let's back it up one more time. We'll play that real time. Riding on board with the 8 of Keaton Salyers. Let's ride on board and see what he was seeing. Yeah, to the inside late. And then kaplow. And Militia now coming out of pit lane. Gary Owen, your leader late. That is something to look out for. Gary Owen would love to get win number 2 out of the way. Again, I'll leave that up to your opinion on your thoughts on that. But I say hats off to the boys at Gears. 2 cautions here tonight. Albeit one late, but better late than never if you're going to do it. This race is by far, it's been 100% a tremendous success. Very proud of the boys here, boys and girls, to make this possible here tonight. But it looks like if he doesn't pit, Gary Owen is going to be your leader on what could be the final restart here of the Scarecrow 200. It looks like all the cars in front of him are going to get a wave around, and Gary Owen will be on this front row. 3 laps to go when we get back to green flag action. Gary Owen and Jake Hall. Row 1. Row 2 is going to be Colby Hogan and Fortson Poston. Row 3 is going to be Connor Rowan, Travis Stroney. Row 4 is going to be Mike DeWalt and Chris Bishop. And rounding out your top 10 in row 5, Joe Stafford and Kyle Munson. Heavyweight bout here coming up. With the Scarecrow 200, the W hangs in the balance. Who's gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I can't speak English. That's how excited I am. Pace car exits.
Green flag.
Restart zone it is. Gary Owen leading us off. 3 laps to go for the Scarecrow 200. Doing everything as he can. Everybody's sending it. Fortson Poston dropping like a hot rock. As it stands right now, Gary Owen is going to take the white flag. It is getting messy in the back. Gary Owen out in front, taking the white flag for the Scarecrow 200. Here we go. 1 lap to go. Jake Hall to the inside. Car looks like shit, but this is it. Time to go. Jake Hall beating and banging down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Metaphorically speaking, can he close the door? Who will be the winner? It will be Jake Hall, your winner of the Scarecrow 200. What a banger of a finish. And Jake Hall takes home win number 1. Gary Owen and Connor Rowe, your podium. Joe Stafford, Colby Hogan, your top 5. Travis Strode, Chris Bishop, Ryan Robertson, Jeremy Eshelman, and Jonathan Militia rounding out your top 10. Holy shit. All right, so we're going to get you interviews with Jake Hall, Gary Owen, and Connor Rowe. What a great finish. We'll get right into this post-race show as soon as we get our last one. But again, Jake Hall getting win number 1 on the year with that Scarecrow 200 victory. And he was there when he needed to be. It was a wild, wonderful finish, and I'm glad I was here for it. Let's see if we can get him. Well, I'm going to throw him up here. We got to get the show on the road. I'm not waiting for his ass. Here we go. Connor Rowe.
Hey. I got a copy. Sorry, I haven't been.
You're good. You're good. 3rd place finish tonight. How are you feeling after that jaunt through Iowa?
Well, hell, this is the first podium of the year, so that was epic. Shit, man, what a crazy race. Good car. Feel bad for Forston there. I felt like he had a good shot there to get it. That caution was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a great car. Stayed underneath us all day. Stayed good on strategy. Stayed clean, which was important. And now I feel good about sitting good in the points for the playoffs here.
Yeah, I mean, you needed to have a good finish here tonight. You accomplished that 3rd place finish. I don't think anybody's going to be pissed off about that. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Independence, obviously.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, congrats, my man. 3rd place finish. Nothing to get pissed about, especially the competition here tonight. Only 2 cautions. Yep. Hell of a job here tonight.
Yep, good one.
Connor Rowe there, 3rd place finisher. And we're going to go to 2nd place man. Again, started the restart on the, was the lead dog on the pole, getting ready to the last restart. Couldn't hold it. But that's all right, Gary Owen. I seem to be talking to you a lot, and I think it's going to be a common theme as we get forward. The sexiest man in Canada finishes 2nd here tonight.
Dang.
How are you feeling, Gary?
I mean, feeling great. We were running on track for P5. We end up 2nd. I mean, I knew I took a gamble there. I took 2 tires on the last pit stop. I figured I was looking at my tire wear all race. The left sides were not wearing a whole lot. So I figured if I take 2 tires here, I'm probably not going to win the race, but I'm probably going to get better than 5th where I was. So I was right. I tried everything I could to hold off. I don't even know who won. Was it Jake? Is that who won?
Yeah, Jake Hall. Yep.
All right, that guy. Yeah, I was trying everything I could there, and I off of turn 4, no grip, and coming to the white, and then he got to my inside, and he kept it super clean. Huge shout out to him. And as soon as he got to my door going into 3, I knew that the tire advantage was probably going to be too much, and I mean, I couldn't have gotten through 3 and 4 any harder, and it was still just the 2 tires just didn't hang on there. But great night. P2, I mean, can't complain.
It was a wonderful race from the booth. It was exciting to watch you guys compete. Again, at times, I'm like, man, this might go green the whole way. For you
Yeah.
to get the restart on the pole there, to sit pretty, I thought you had it in the bag. But again, we have good competition here, always willing to bring the heat. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, Gary?
Oh, you know, the usual. My mom, my dad, they're watching the broadcast. I can hear the broadcast right now, actually coming from the living room. He would
That's
shout
hilarious.
out to, of course, X Horseboat X on Twitch. Go watch the broadcast. And, of course, shout out to the chat here on my side, the Go and Pit crew, we've been calling them. So big shout out to those guys as well.
Hell yeah. It's like the 12th man for Gary Owen. Congratulations on a second place finish. And Owen family, congratulations on raising an awesome fucking child. Again, Gary, congratulations on a second place finish, and I hope to see you here next week in Talladega.
Thank you, guys. I mean, Talladega could go either way, right? I got a very back and forth track record there. I hope I'm talking to you then, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
As you know, everybody's got a puncher's chance, and you're definitely in that Mike Tyson category.
I hope so. Hopefully we'll be talking to you on next Monday as well.
Sounds good, brother. Take care. Again, Gary Owen there giving us peace of his mind and peace of his time. Always love it when we interact. But now the man of the hour, Jake Hall, winning the Scarecrow 200 in spectacular fashion. Again, always up near the front the whole night long, ready to pounce. And again, this caution seemed to line up perfectly with your attack. How are you feeling after finishing this race?
Feels really good. It's been a long time since I've been on gears, so to get a victory lane, coming back after a few months, awesome, man. It feels so good. Appreciate Gary for the clean racing down there on pit road to get that one spot at the end there, and that's how I was able to get it done.
Yeah, it was an exciting restart there. Again, only 2 cautions to speak of all night long. I can't emphasize how awesome that is with this horsepower package and these cars, how great of a race it was to watch from the booth. And I'm sure on your end it was probably as heart-pumping and exhilarating as it was here, up here in the booth.
Yeah, absolutely. That heart is still pumping just a little bit. Those tires have burned off pretty good if you weren't careful. It took me a while to figure that out. Figured out a good line there at the end for the long run, played it out, ran to the last minute till that caution came out, just played right in our favor.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I really do appreciate Gary for that clean finish there. That was really fun. Thank you all for putting this on. I'm glad to be able to come do this every now and then.
Hell yeah, man. Well, when you're here, I know I got to perk my ears up because you're always a contender to win with your talent and skill. Again, Clemson in the house. Jake Hall, your winner of the Scarecrow 200. I hope you enjoy this work week, brother.
Thank you, Tom.
You are welcome. And again, this is going to wrap it up here. Again, the Scarecrow 200 live here at Iowa Speedway, right on twitch.tv/horseboat. Again, want to give a little preview for next week's race, the Super Speedway Special, sponsored by yours truly, the Horseboat 250 at Talladega Super Speedway, right here on twitch.tv/horseboat. Again, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your cousin, tell your friends, tell anybody that likes to turn left to join this channel. Subscribe. And again, enjoy Gears Cup Series at the finest. This is what we do best, Super Speedway Racing, right here live next week. Again, for all of us here at Gears, have a wonderful work week, and we will see you back here again live next week here on Monday night.